Let's get to it, everybody. I know you guys have been eagerly awaiting this. This is a proper unboxing. They have big teeth. They are not to be messed with. Oh man, this is it. This is the day I've been waiting for the last couple of weeks since I got contacted by my new friend Tyler. And man, let me tell you how this came to be.
Our animal mission is simple. Education in action, conservation in action. This is Kamp Kenan.
So Tyler called me up and emailed me rather and said, hey, would you like a croc monitor? And I was like, yes, because it's a bucket list animal. He said, all I want you to do is be an ambassador for this species. Make sure people know this is not something you should impulsively buy, because that's what's happening. A lot of people are buying these animals. They have big teeth. They're the third largest, they're considered the second longest, or maybe even the longest lizard in the world, actually, because of their length with the tail, as we're about to see. But they're basically the largest teeth of any lizard. They are not to be messed with. They're a serious animal, so I'm taking this very seriously. All right, so you guys watched on Sunday. I want to walk through and show you what I've been up to since Sunday to get this enclosure ready. First off, the hide box is completely done. Inside, there's a heat mat. I just put it in this morning, so we've got heat in there. And then also you'll notice that I put up some slats here, some pickets, just as a little bit of a barrier to hide some of the uglier sides of that box that I didn't get to decorating. We got a roof on top of it, so it's completely mulched. We've got an orange bird of paradise. We got a Monstrosa philodendron. This will grow and climb up and really get jungly. It can actually grow along these branches. I cut down and trimmed some of my mango trees. That's my sister Diane. Say hello, Di. Very cool. She's excited. She's visiting from New York, so she loves animals, and she's kind of on hand to just call 911 if things go wrong. But we've got all these branches anchored in. We got the platform. I went ahead, I didn't hook the water up yet, but this morning, as you can see, I haven't hooked this up yet. I had to hurry up and get things done for this animal, if you know what I mean. But here's our water bowl. It's very simple. We're gonna have water that will pour out of this once a day to overflow it and flush it out. And these lizards, much like iguanas, are attracted to rippling water. So I want that water to ripple, and when it ripples, they get excited, they come over to it and drink. Now this is probably because they drink when it rains, and they know that the rainwater is probably the freshest water, and that the water that they're drinking is clean. So it makes sense to drink moving water, right? Okay, so inside we have, she's going to be locked 3 times, because as I've learned with Slinky, who's a very powerful monitor, if they can get down here and push, they'll wedge and bow the door and push out. I just want to bring you guys around the cage once before we actually go in. I'm really excited about this thing. It's kind of the best cage I've ever built, to be honest. So as you know, I burnt the wood. We stapled and sandwiched the wire to the frame, and then put these 4x1s over it. I'm going around and I'm putting some screws in as well, just as an extra precaution, top, bottom, all over. But this cage I'm really excited about. There are the pickets on this side, so you guys can kind of see it. Little details like how the fire, when I torched it, burns things off. It gives it a real rustic and kind of aged look. Because we love these animals because they're primitive. They're of a bygone era, if you think about it. I'm such a nerd, but I love this stuff. So essentially, that's what I've done. Let's get to it, everybody, because I know you guys have been eagerly awaiting this. And just a full disclaimer, last night when I got her from the airport, I wanted to double check and make sure. Look at this, I even have a latch I can pull and latch myself in. Right, like that, okay? So I'm locked in with her. Oh, you know what I need? I need that darn, I need my screw gun. I need my screw gun. I should have got this ready. We need a different bit, which I have right here. I have all my tools, as you guys can see. It's really exciting. I mean, you guys are seeing this, I mean, as it happens. So what I was saying earlier is, full disclosure, last night, got it from the airport, and I just, I always want to check and make sure they did okay in the traveling, because I needed to leave her overnight. I couldn't put her out here last night. So I did unscrew the top, cut open the box and just looked in the bag. She hissed, so that made me think, hey, she's probably in good shape. So I just put 2 screws in. But this is a proper unboxing because the first time you guys see her is the first time I'm going to be seeing her as well. So this is cool. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and put this one down so you guys can see me open the box, perhaps. I think that'll work. Yeah, there you go. Hi everyone, you got a good shot of the branch. We got a shot over here. So let's get it going. Diane, you know what else I'm gonna need? Oh no, I'm stripping the screw. That's not good. That's gonna cause an issue. But not really, because I'm just gonna rip this off. And what we're gonna do is, as we unbox her, there, I'm gonna remove this stuff so that I don't have to deal with it when she comes flying out. If she indeed does come flying out, which I anticipate happening. Okay, so let's go ahead and lift her out of this. Hopefully she didn't rip out of the bag, because that'll make this thing a lot more exciting. Just throw that over there. Diane will grab that for me. Can you guys still there? I'm excited. This is really cool. Now here's the deal. Oh, there's her head. Here's the scoop, people. This is a, I'm gonna treat this like it's a hot animal. In other words, I'm gonna treat it like she's actually a snake, a venomous snake. Because Tyler was mentioning to me that, see this? She's extremely fast and she is extremely agitated. As you can imagine, you know, she's been in transport the last 24 hours. Oh, so she's lively, everybody. And these are extremely fast, twitchy animals. So we've got to be careful. So I've got my snake stick and I'm really just gonna go ahead and make sure we do this properly. Or as good as we can. Okay, sweetheart, be careful. All right. I want to get this camera set up a little bit better. We got lots of coverage going on here, so you can see she's really kind of excited, and I don't blame her. It smells like she also made a poopies. So here we go. So croc monitors, as I was mentioning, world's longest lizard, mostly because of that tail. There's the head. She's actually blinded. She's blind in one eye as well. And that happens from time to time with this species. They get cataracts. They love to bask. And sometimes they get cataracts in captivity because of the basking bulbs. So being out here in this enclosure is going to be much better for her. And that was the reason Tyler wanted her down here. He's already got a breeding pair. He's got a pair rather, and a pair of blackthroats. So he's a knowledgeable guy when it comes to monitors, and it's a real honor when somebody trusts me enough to do the right thing for an animal that's going to become an ambassador here. And that's really what I'm excited about, is to work with her. Now, she will eat off tongs, he says, but she is absolutely not tame. So we're going to treat this very carefully. All right. Now, this duct tape makes it a little bit difficult for me, but he didn't want to leave anything to chance about her digging out of this bag. That being said, it makes for a very tedious opening and video. And there's her head, and she could bite right through this bag, so I've got to be careful. In fact, you know what I can do? What they do with snakes, see this? Is we just kind of brace her there, at least keep something in the way there. And then we just got to snip a little bit more. And I'm a lefty, so this makes it a little challenging here for me. But I'm just happy to hear that attitude, that monitor attitude. Easy girl, easy girl. I'm gonna take good care of you here, you're gonna love it. She's trying to look at me with that one eye. Okay. Oh, we got one more zip tie too. Yeah, this, I knew this was gonna be a big issue, this thing. All right, my knee's getting a little close. So as I do this, I want to get all the garbage out because I may need to make a hasty retreat, people. Oh, she got yet another zip tie. Tyler, you are not playing around, bud. Okay. All right. Now, before we officially let her out of this, I'm also going to, I noticed I had a screw on the ground here. I want that out. I want the implements out. I want everything out. All right. here we are, people. So let's do it. We also need to make sure that, all right, girl, just don't come at me, all right? Let's be friends. Let's be friends. Let's be friends. She's coming out. Here we go. Oh, brother, she's double bagged. That's right. She's double bagged. Stay there, sister. All right. She's facing the wrong way. Now she's about maybe 5.5 foot. Yeah, she's, oh my God, the poor gal. Look at this, everybody. She's trying to get out. I don't blame her. I don't want to grab, obviously I don't want to grab the bag right there now, do I? All right, let's just hook it like this. She'll run right up that bag. There we go. Oh, there's a tail. I see a tail. All right, here we go. This is it. She's out. Oh, she's a beauty. Oh, she's a beauty. Look at her. What a gal. Oh my God, that's a beautiful animal, everybody. So there she is. There's her good eye. She can see me there. So I'm just going to give her space, let her walk around. And you can kind of see that most of their length is that tail. And that is impressive. What a beautiful tail that is. My gosh. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to see if we can get this stuff out really quickly. You shut that. All right, good. Now let's let her walk around and get used to her new spot. Hey, Lagatha. I got my stick here. So she's a real pretty girl. She's probably going to go underneath here. Let's be careful and give her space. Very nice. All right, so let's talk a little bit about these guys and what they're dealing with out there in the wild. So they're from Papua New Guinea, which is a very large island, but unfortunately the island itself is becoming more and more deforested. And most of these animals are caught because they are, in fact, being caught in logging operations. So that's a problem. They're not exactly, they're CITES too, which means there is some definite concern about their numbers in the wild. And if things keep going the way they go in Papua New Guinea, these animals are definitely going to become more and more threatened. So we've got to keep an eye on them. Now, the reason that Tyler wanted me to grab her, again, to use this animal as an ambassador, to let people know about them and why they have such a plight. Look, there's some water. Let's see. Hey, girl, there's some water for you. She's found the water, which is nice. That's good. She's just taking a little bath. And I'm imagining that after a while, she's going to really start to calm down. And this enclosure is large enough that I'm able to actually get in it with her and kind of get her used to me, which is important. Now, I hope these guys don't start chainsawing right now, because that's going to ruin the whole video. So we're going to try and get things done quickly before these guys actually start working. There's some folks over there. There you can see her. She's gorgeous. What a beautiful animal. So basically, guys, these, because they have those long teeth, they're actually going to be eating animals out of trees. So like we see with arboreal snakes, these lizards also have very, very large teeth. Oh, there she is. She's right there. Okay. Let's not get bit. So they have very large teeth, and those teeth are incredibly good at grabbing and holding on to prey. In fact, they call this the killer from above in their native Indonesia, and that's because they can sometimes hang from the trees. They have a prehensile tail. And they'll actually drop out of the trees onto their prey. So can you imagine walking through the jungle? You're some kind of jungle fowl or mammal, and you're on the forest floor, and the next thing you know, you have those dagger-like teeth actually in your back or in your throat, and you're soon being consumed. They also have, much like other monitors, something we should mention is scientists have found out that many monitors have a venom in their saliva. They were once thought to have a lot of bacteria, but it's actually being discovered that it's a venom, and they too have a pretty nasty bite. So if you get a bite, you're also going to need antibiotics, and you're going to need some very, very good treatment. There have been, oh, she doesn't like me being over. There's also a lot of issues with tendon tears because these teeth are so incredibly long. So there you have that. In fact, a woman in Indonesia did die from one of these bites. So you got to be careful. So that's what we're looking at. But guys, just have a look. Have a look at that back, at that ridge on her back. Just such a beautiful animal. Not overweight, well fed, but not in any kind of obese state. So they have that very long tail. I mentioned it can be used prehensily from time to time. It's instead of Slinky, who's got that flattened tail for swimming, this is a round tail, which helps counterbalance it when it's jumping through the trees, and it's acting as a fifth limb as well. I can't believe I have this animal. They're gorgeous. That's a beautiful animal. What do you think? It's beautiful. All right. Well, let's not drive her crazy, everybody. I'm gonna allow her, I'm gonna work around this cage all day, and I'm gonna allow her to explore it and get used to her new home. I hope you guys are enjoying this, and I hope you guys will follow along, because this is gonna be another animal that we come to know here at the camp, and we follow along, and let's see her progress, and hopefully she'll tame up a little bit more. I don't need her to become like a dog, because she's not a dog. I need her to just be able to be calm, let me feed her off some tongs, and I just want her to enjoy her life here in this new habitat. So I think this habitat's perfect for her. When she finds that hide box, I think she's gonna be extremely excited. So there you have it, everyone. Lagatha, named after, you know, good old Ragnar's wife. So maybe we gotta find a Ragnar for her, who knows? Really psyched, man. I can't believe we got this animal. It's a bucket list animal. It was a gift, and she's gonna be a great ambassador for the species here at Kamp Kenan. And for conservation efforts, we will certainly be letting you guys know just what's going on. And you can see that eye. You can see how she's got a little bit of a cataract in that eye. What an animal. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing here. We try and do things the right way for these animals. We try and give them the best possible life. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. All right, more with Lagatha. Lagatha? I don't know if I'm saying it right. Lagatha? That's better. Lagatha. All right, everyone. That's it. I'm out of here. So long.